I am getting irritated about this damn fucking PC, bro. This shit is pissing me off, bro. Hold on. Also, just wanted to say I want to trade this morning on my sim account. It's that one. This trade right here hit TP. This is on the 2-minute. There's a 2-minute setup. There was this support and resistance zone right here. Marked it up. Had my stop. Had my entry 1 tick above, and then price in maybe like 4 minutes it hit TP. So yeah, that's cool. Now the other trade that I was looking at, but I'm not in, was this 10-minute zone right here. I had that marked up, and I think if I go, so I had this one marked up, but I decided to not take it since this one already won the 2-minute setup. This is a 10-minute setup, and I'm just looking at it, and yeah, it does not look good. But anything can happen. But I'm just like, dude, if price is already this close to your stop loss, like the likelihood of it reversing back to hit your TP that's all the way up here, I mean, you know, anything can happen, of course, but the likelihood, dude, I don't know about that one. But I'm currently here just pissed off about my PC because it's supposed to be this super high techie Becky of like, I like shit, but it's not fucking working, bro. I was trying to edit a video last night, or just trying to get shit set up, and that shit, hold on, let me see if I can show you. Shit is just so ass. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna try to use my monitor speakers so maybe you can hear it, but like, hold on. Let's see if you'll be able to see this. Like, what? You see that? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is that? And I'm just like, high-powered GPU? High-powered PC? Like, this shit cost me $1,000, bro, and I'm still putting money into it like all the time that I'm going to this PC repair guy. I'm grateful that he's here, but you know how annoying it is to buy something that's over $1,000 and still need for it to get checked out, and you know, all this stuff is just like, dude, I bought a $500 laptop like 3-4 years ago. I'm looking at it right now, and I never had to go through any of these issues, none of these problems, bro. I downloaded DaVinci on it, had the videos uploaded onto there, and I was editing, and it was perfectly fine. None of this glitchy, laggy shit. And I'm just like, bro, like, I upgraded to downgrade? Like, dude, I'm just completely, like, over this whole fucking thing. Oh, and this move, it hits your stop loss. So if you were in this, John, sad to be you. Glad I did not get into this, man. I could have, but I was just like, nah. But yeah, today is literally Tuesday, and I'm gonna go back to see this man again, bro. This is like the 3rd time this week type shit. Like, bro, I'm just so like, what is going on for real? Like, I just want to have a system that works. That's all I want. And it's just like this back and forth of, I talked about it before, but it's genuinely making me like, bro, should I just have gotten a Mac? I know, right? Because like my stubbornness and all that stuff, I was just like, bro, I'm not supporting Apple. They be extorting niggas like crazy. But I'm just like, you know what? For some hardware stability, for some, this is working, this is not working, you know, maybe it's fucking worth being locked into their ecosystem. Maybe it's worth it, because I don't think you would ever get any of these issues on a fucking Apple computer. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Windows is superior when it comes to the accessibility, the amount of things that you can upgrade, but with that, it comes a whole bunch of issues. You're getting parts from this guy, that guy, and they're not necessarily connected. They all work, but they're not connected, made by the same people, so they have their different ticks and shit. Bro, I don't know. All I know is that I am pissed off, and all I know, I just want everything to work. I just want to plug and play. I just want to open an app and it work like how I know that it can work. I literally have a lesser powered laptop, and it has worked flawlessly for what I need, for the most part. You know what I mean? It has its bad moments, but I've always said that because of the fact it's like a lesser performance wise, like the Like, the specs on it aren't the greatest, but it gets the job done, but it's just not the best. So it's like this fucking alien of a fucking woolly mammoth, you know? I'm like, why aren't you working? What the fuck? Like, you're this big, you're this heavy, you got all this shit, you got the fucking spinning, flying colors, all this shit, and you're trash. And you're trash. And I'm just like, bro, like, a part of me is just like, I should just return this whole thing and just get a fucking MacBook. I think today might be the last day when I'm eligible to do that, bro. Might be. I don't know. In reality, I know that I'm going to keep this, and it's going to be a lesson, you know. Maybe I should just stop being stubborn about good things, great things, and just kind of bite the bullet and think about the investment, because I'm going back and forth to this PC guy, and it's just like, dude, I feel like people who have Apple computers don't go back and forth on the PC unless they like spilled water or like something, like me dealing with like, oh, for some reason it's not playing audio right, for some reason there's lagging, there's crashing, it's glitching, it's not. I feel like that's not an issue that you would have when it comes to Apple, and now I'm here in regret, and I'm just like, fuck. You know, it's funny, I made a video about, you know, regret, and it was just like, right now, I have no regrets on how I'm acting at work and how I'm not doing, like, shit at my job. But this right here, I'm thinking about it, and it's like, dude, it's like, I probably made a mistake. Like, I just trying to listen to what felt right, but perhaps it just wasn't the right thing that I needed to tap into, and it's heartbreaking to be here, you know, down on money on an investment that you felt like was gonna work out, but now you looking at it and you like, this is like a fucking money pit. This is what happens when you know, you're in the process of making a business, growing and wanting to improve your life. You're gonna make mistakes and you're gonna have to deal with it. So this is, I genuinely feel like this is a mistake. Like, I should have never gotten a desktop. Like, I should have gotten like a laptop that was just amazing and, you know, Apple made. Like, that's just where I'm at right now, because this shit is pissing me off. Okay, so I'm not looking for any setups yet. You probably can't see it, but it's currently 8:56. So I think I'm just gonna chill until market opens, and we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, I'll just wait till 9:30. So we're currently up $44 on the day. You probably can't see it from here, but the trade took 5 minutes, like around here, and yeah. Honestly, I'm thoroughly impressed with, you know, my trading, even though I did tilt, and, you know, yesterday or Wednesday was like a very tough moment for me to kind of come to terms on. And it's like, when you're at a low point, it's so hard for you to get out of that and be like, hey, Kadi, you're at a low point. And I was like, Kadi, you're tilted. But actually, you know, doing things, stepping away from the charts and really meaning it. And or if you want to be on the charts, use your playground rather than your actual professional trading account, right? Like, I have things in place for the person that I am, and, you know, it's just disappointing that I didn't take it, even though I could have, and I probably would have had the same kind of like, oh yeah, I'm in a trade, but it just wouldn't have been the same because I lost $200 and I wanted to make it back. That's the difference. It was like, I built a playground for myself to kind of go crazy, to trade even when, you know, I know I shouldn't be trading, but because it's on a different account, then it's okay. You know, I get those urges out in a safe environment, and for the person that I am, I find that being okay. But the fact that I already built up the safe environment, but I still decided to play in the professional account, it just makes me feel like, ugh, Kadi, you're tapping into your revenge trading thing, and that's not who you are. So yeah, just wanting to improve on that and call myself out, and just being able to, you know, rise above that, you know. So I'm gonna call that tech guy, but I gotta wait for my friend to come pick up something. and then I'll probably give him a call just in case if I can go now, because I'm trying to get this shit figured out, because what the hell. And also, when it comes to the music production and Ableton and that use, like, initially it was like really bad, really crackly, but then I adjusted. But then I remember having to go into the settings, like CPU settings, and then selecting like high performance mode, and then went to Ableton, and then I changed the buffer size to 256 on my audio interface. And with that, it's been working pretty smoothly. The only thing that I'm like, damn, I thought that this system would be strong enough to have the ability to run at a 64 buffer size, but it has not. Like, I've tried it now with the new settings, and if I go to that top, like that setting, it would just crackle and continue like how I did previously. So I now, I go down to 256 and everything's running smoothly. As I mentioned before, 256, has allowed me to do the thing that I was just most likely looking for, which was having multiple instances of Analog Lab, and the CPU is still at like hovering around like 25% or under. So seeing that, and then also being able to record vocals, and having like that whole thing has been a really nice thing to see, and it's made me very confident on the power of the PC itself. But it's just like, god damn, all of this just to get here. Okay, so now I'm gonna call the tech guy and see what happens.
Possible.
Bruh.
Thank you.
You talk about the fact that, things are running a little bit smoother now. The crackling from audio wise has been adjusted. I don't know, fixed, but adjusted. The only thing now that I'm noticing is when I go to my editing software, the video footage is lagging, is crackling, and it's not the best. I just wanted you to be able to take a look at it and see what should happen in the future. So I just left the voicemail. He didn't pick up. So hopefully, all that stuff will be resolved for today. It's currently 9:28, so the market is about to open in like 2 minutes. So far, the only thing that I would say for my play, let me get this. Yeah. Is that I need to pay attention to these more. Like, paying attention to these high probability support zones, right? And like looking at that as a place that price may want to go in. Let me just adjust that. Price may want to go in and tap into and have a pretty good rejection off, because you might not be able to see that, but this wick right here was a really good rejection, enough for us to get that 1-to-1, because it went all the way up here. So even if I was like trying to be conservative and risk like small amount rather than going for this TP, which it did hit, I want to at least acknowledge the fact that like, hey, we have a 10-minute, it's not 2, it's a 10-minute supply zone right here, and prices going into it. The likelihood of it having a reaction, is highly likely compared to it just being a 2-minute zone. So that's something that I put in my journal, but I also wanted to say out loud that, I want to be able to look into, because that could have been, a potential opportunity for us to capitalize on. And, the more things that I'm aware of and the more things that I call myself out on, the more money we can make in these markets. What the fuck? But yeah. Honestly, one of the reasons why I like running with the negative RR a little bit, or just having like such a TP that's this small, is like, look at that. Market only gave you a little bit of that, and then it just completely reversed down, and now that's the 9:30 candle. So oh my god, I don't know what today is going to look like. Keep in mind, it is Monday, so usually it's like shit. If I genuinely have learned anything from last week, which I have, is that I want to be very particular when it comes to Mondays. Mondays are, for me personally, are not the best days to trade and, make good capital. So just from my track record, I should be a little bit more cautious on Mondays, and especially when the 9:30 candle is looking as like how it does. Yeah, no. But we're coming to a close on this video. I just kind of had that whole rant and just wanted to let y'all know what I'm up to. The last thing for this video, honestly, is for me to feed the turtles, so that's the last thing you're gonna get in this video, and then we're gonna call it a day. Look at them. Like, come on. We go through this, like, literally every day. Palm size. Palm size. Okay. Alright. Look at them. Alright. Look at that. Look at that. And they absolutely calm down. Ridiculous. I need to get this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one. Woo. Alright, that's gonna be the end of this video. Hopefully I can get the PC guy to look at my system, because it's like I need to edit videos and I want to edit it on this one. But if that's not the case, then I will simply use my laptop for the time being. Yeah, it's what I've been using all this time, and it's what's been working, so can't complain about that. Don't get kids. Anyway, if you enjoyed this content, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, because I make videos every single day. And yeah, alright, take care, you guys. I'm out.